Hi, I'm Walter Hofheinz. I'm running for U.S. Representative for the 32nd District of Texas. I know what I have to say on this topic won't be popular, but someone needs to tell the truth, and it might as well be me. My tax policy teacher in law school was fond of the saying, "There's no such thing as a free lunch." In taxes, this is true. I don't like taxes either, but we have to pay for those things that we need and decide are most appropriately provided to each other through our government. Current expenditures should be paid out of current income. Taxes must match such expenditures plus the amount needed to reduce any accumulated national debt. Our current tax base is about 15% of gross domestic product. To pay current expenses, an increase of about 5 to 9% of GDP will be required. A change of this size requires that tax rates not only be allowed to revert to rates prior to the Bush tax cuts, but actually be increased. Some, including my opponent, say we should just cut expenditures. I like this idea too. The only problem is it won't work. To bring expenditures into line with revenues at current tax rates, we would need to eliminate two of the following four categories completely: defense, Social Security, Medicare, and all other government spending, including infrastructure such as roads and other transportation, basic research, education, and veterans benefits. Which two of these categories would you choose? I believe they're all essential. In fact, certain categories of spending, particularly education, research, and infrastructure, have such enormous long-term benefits that they should be increased substantially instead of reduced. Fortunately, we could double or triple the expenditures for each without really adversely affecting the overall budget, since they currently comprise so small a part of the budget. Debt can limit flexibility in times of difficulty. Thus, I believe that the target cumulative national debt should be zero. What is the appropriate period over which we should repay the debt? It is the expected period of benefit. For example, for spending needed to stimulate the economy during a down portion of the business cycle, it might be the expected length of the overall cycle, which, depending on other policies, might range from 5 to 20 years or longer. For spending on infrastructure and education, it might be 20 to 50 years, so that those receiving the benefit of the spending share part of the cost. We have accumulated over $15 trillion in debt, primarily over the past 20 years, 16 of which my opponent has been in office. This happened as those who wanted things but didn't want to pay the price passed that price down to us. While it won't be fun, it is essential that we pay down this debt. This will require taxes in addition to those that would be otherwise required. At present, the amount needed for this purpose is about $960 billion each year, or about 6% of our gross domestic product. Thus, total tax revenue to accomplish the goal of our current needs and paying down the debt will need to be approximately 27% of GDP, an amount more nearly approaching our historical tax burden. As unpleasant as this is, not dealing with the reality of the situation will be worse. Just look at what is happening in Greece, or closer to home, Jefferson County, Alabama. We're on the wrong path. It is time to stop and set out for the right path. A path of principled use of government for the public good rather than the good of the few. I'm Walter Hofheinz. I'm running for the 32nd Congressional District of Texas. I ask that you join me in working to create more opportunity, a better, more secure quality of life, and a fairer and more just society for us and those who come after us. Please visit my website, Sign up for emails, follow on Facebook, and ask others to work with us.